All right. With the national anthem, welcome back to the M25 show. My name's Albert.
My name is Eddie.
And I'm Steve. And here we are again.
And that's it.
Always happy, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Steve's the happiest.
I'm just happy that nobody gets to hear the preach. Oh, I guess they do if you listen to the podcast, huh?
Yeah, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, go download the podcast. What is it? Apple Music, iTunes podcast.
Yeah, just tell everybody where they can hear. Just tell everybody where they can hear.
I don't know. Maybe all your anger will be cut out.
Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bullshit. That's all it is. Hey, check this out, Alberto. Hey, check this out. Check that out.
Check what out?
My shirt.
Your shirt.
Yeah, I got one too. Look at that. Check that out.
I don't usually wear mine, so I just thought I'd show you. We happen to wear it at the same time.
I know we're ashamed of it. You're ashamed of it.
I'm very proud of the show. Eddie, look at this. I'm very proud. I'm patriotic.
Yes, sir.
Proud.
Mm-hmm.
I love America.
We love America.
Eddie, do you still? Or are you still on the other side?
Other side. There is no other side.
Oh.
He's part of El Tri.
There is no other side.
All right. Just asking, Eddie. Just asking. All right, guys.
Eddie's got that Mexican eagle tattooed on his chest.
Although it is the what is it? Spanish, Mexican, or something? Hispanic? No, Heritage Month. Something.
What?
Hispanic Heritage Month?
Hispanic, there you go. Alberto. Spanish Heritage Month.
Hispanic, not Spanish.
Hispanic.
Well, I guess he's not from the other side because he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Let me get my...
Put your mouth on the mic. Fool.
Yes, I know. I'm just trying to get everything set here.
Come on, man. Nine and a half years, man.
I know. I can't do shit right. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
You're setting up Eddie's heart monitor.
Eddie getting excited.
That's my gardeners.
Before we start, Alberto.
Eddie's getting excited about his gardeners.
Can you hear him? Unbelievable.
I sound like, what are they playing, the accordion while they do your yard?
they got a whole mariachi there.
All right, Eddie. Let's talk about our sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put Eddie up on the big screen.
All I know is it's Natural Wonders. I don't have the cue cards.
God, Eddie, you had another 7 days.
Eddie, you haven't heard me talking about it for like months, and
I haven't heard the cue cards.
You can't pick up anything.
All right, Alberto, can you do this so we can get the show on the road?
You need to send me some cue cards.
Alberto, can you send him something?
Send my dick in a box.
Oh boy.
God. Okay, look it.
There's a natural wonder for you.
There we go. Here's Alberto to tell everybody about our sponsor, Natural Wonders.
Yes, Natural Wonders. At Natural Wonders, they create high-performance health and wellness products that spring naturally from the 7 natural wonders of the world. Natural Wonders wants you to be as clean and as beautiful as nature intended you to be. To them, you are the natural wonder. And if you go to naturalwonder.com, their website, you pick your order out, you enter the code the M25 show, you're going to get 25% off. That is probably one of the best deals on the internet. And if you're wondering what they got body wash, face lotions, they got all the good stuff for health and wellness. So naturalwonders.com, enter the code the M25 show, all squished together. Easiest way, if you're listening to the podcast, just look at the show's description. You're going to see the link. You're going to see the code right there. Facebook, YouTube, right behind me, right there. You see the M25show.com. Go to our website, hit our sponsors link. Number one sponsor right at the top of the page. Natural Wonders. Take notes, Eddie. Turn on your mic. You're muted, Steve.
Here, I can do one better.
There we go. Oh, Eddie's showing his. Eddie, do not use that with our sponsors thing. We know that's not lotion in there.
That's lotion.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Eddie's reusing the bottle.
Eddie keeps refilling it. Don't do that to our people.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yes, don't do that. There's nice,
very
nice people.
I'm a loyal Natural Wonders.
I thought you were going to say you're a lawyer. Oh goodness. Let me see here. So we have our guest going to be coming on pretty soon. But before I go on here, we got a few minutes before we bring our guest out. Before we bring our guest out, Eddie, what do you think about murder mysteries?
They're
I mean, not doing them. I mean,
to listen to
them or watch them on TV.
They're good. I like to watch them.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Alberto, you think they're interesting, or
some of them are? Some of them are really interesting. It's just like you listen to a podcast. Someone I work with listens to him, and sometimes he has it on one of those speakers, really loud speakers.
Oh, so everybody can hear.
Yeah, so everybody can hear, and sometimes they get pretty
Maybe Eddie can put the M25 show on one of those speakers.
Sometimes the buildup is,
and it'll be unemployed soon.
Well, some of them are pretty interesting.
I find they always think they're going to get away with it.
Yeah,
it's very interesting. That's interesting to me. It's like there's so many, and they all think they're going to get away with it. Yeah, and what at the end? Well, they would have got away with it if
they all get caught.
It wasn't with the Scooby gang.
They all get caught.
Okay, before we bring out our guest, that they got a new podcast and it's about murder. I think murder mystery type stuff like that. Something kind of bothered me. I heard something. Overheard. I was at a store. Okay, and I heard somebody.
No names.
No names. I'm just not saying what store. Just at a store, and I heard people talking, and I heard somebody go, "Yeah, I saw so and so on Instagram, and they weren't this, or they weren't really doing this, or they're like, I don't know if they're snooping on them, or like they weren't doing I guess they were supposed to be doing something that they said they were going to be doing. You know what I mean? And they were checked on with these people I overheard talking. I was sitting there thinking, people really check on people to see if they're
checked. I don't know, checked on how? Because if it's one of those, Instagram, hey, maybe these are, we're suggesting these friends for you, and you check on you click on, or are you saying that they were actually
in a bad way?
Okay.
Now I don't know. Can you go? Is some Instagrams not private where you can go on and see people post things and type in things?
You get to choose. You can make it private and only your followers can see you, or you can make it public and then anybody can go see you.
So it's like spying?
So it's your choice. I mean,
interesting.
And I would say if you're doing stuff you're not supposed to, or not doing the stuff you're saying you're supposed to, and I want to make your social media there private,
Okay, I get it. I shouldn't say doing things you're not supposed to do, but let's say let's say you're doing something that here's an example. Let's say you're somebody asks you to go to work.
Yeah.
Hey, can you come in on your day off? Okay. No, I got this to do or whatever. Okay. Or they go check your Instagram to see if you're really doing that just by chance, just to check. And then they see you at a strip club or something.
Yeah, or you say no, I'm doing this, but then
yeah, I'm going to the hospital. One of my family members is sick, and then they see you getting titties in your face or whatever at a strip bar.
Well, I mean, no. If you're stupid enough to post your strip club,
no, I know, but just the fact that people will do that, it's like, why? I mean, I don't. If you're gonna look at somebody, look at them because they're pretty. Or because you like them. I mean, why do you want to waste your time on that? I mean, what's the big deal?
It's like spying, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, if you're making your life private, I mean, public on social media, I mean, that's not really spying. Like I know my Instagram is public. Now if anybody goes on there and goes, oh, I went on there and I saw you were doing this or you were here or something,
Yes.
I can't say you're spying on me. It's like basically almost the same of just going and shouting in the front yard. Now,
I know, but for the
now, if I
reason people are snooping, I mean, let's say they're
well,
not even your friends, and they go, you know what? I'm going to check on Alberto because he said that his aunt's sick, but we asked him to come to do some work or something. I don't know, something, whatever. And you go, nah, I can't. My aunt's sick or whatever. And they look and
yeah.
they see you at Disney or something. Just like they're not even your friend on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, Twitter. But they go out of their way just to go look for you to see. I wonder if he's telling the truth. Who cares if you're? Who cares what? I mean, if you're whatever's going on, family is okay, whatever. But who cares if you want to go, fucking beat off in the corner? Who cares?
Well, yeah, I mean, something like that. I mean, it's my day off. It's my day off. Fuck you.
But I'm just.
But,
that's just an example.
Okay.
Anybody that's not your friend, like
Well-
the guest that's coming on, Tatiana's friend. I don't know her, but what if I go and I'm going? Oh, I'm going to go check her out, right? I want to check her out to see if she's hot, right? I don't want to go check her out to go and see.
Well, if she makes it public,
but
what?
I would go do it on a good way. I'm not going to go and see, like, I'll message her and go, hey, what are you doing before the show? Maybe we could talk and, get things together.
Well,
She's,
no.
I'm going to be doing this, doing that. And she's her boyfriend or husband. And they're...
Well, this would say, like, if we text her this morning and, hey, you ready for the show? Oh, no, I'm really sick. I'm in bed. I can't talk, whatever.
Okay.
And then, okay, so we go look at her social media and she's at the beach.
Not me.
The show.
Okay,
right,
not me.
I know you wouldn't.
I don't do that. If I want to look at her, I want to look at her in a good way.
So
I don't want to look to see if she's lying. If she doesn't want to come on, she doesn't have to come on.
Well, what if it's nefarious? Like, what if I'm looking at Instagram and says, oh, you may know Tatiana, and I'll go, let me look at her profile, and then I just see
just by chance. Okay, so just by chance, I'm going to see the one of our guests that I messaged on, let's say Facebook, okay, and just says, oh, Instagram, hey, this might be somebody you know, because she just texts you and says, I can't make it in the show today. No, that doesn't happen all the time. And I wouldn't do that. I don't snoop. The only time I look at people is if I want to look at them and get happy with it,
Good for you. There's the paragon of virtue right there on the top left.
I'm not a snooper.
Yeah, sure you're not.
I don't snoop on.
Not
in a bad way. If I do it, it's to fantasize. I never check on people because I want to see if they're liars or if they're this or that.
He's a private investigator.
I don't know, Eddie. Do you're on TikTok now? Do you go and check on me to see if I tell you I'm doing something and you want to see if I'm lying?
Well, we don't care. We don't care about you, Steve. So nobody's gonna care what you're doing.
Oh, okay. There we go. See, now this is the shit I got to put up with.
But now,
all you podcast people that are listening, I'm glad you're not watching the live stream.
You did not see me smile.
And I'm glad I'm wearing glasses because my eyes are very red right now.
Yeah.
Not because I'm sad, because the veins are bulging out. Look at people. Don't be snoops. If you want to look at somebody because they're pretty or handsome, do that. But don't look for them to see if they're lying to you.
Not in a malicious way.
Yes. Because that's just a bad human.
Why not?
Yeah, if you're listening to me out there, who I'm talking, I'm talking about you.
Oh, yeah, oh yeah, you overheard a conversation. Yeah, okay. This is a typical Steve 101 here. He makes up a story, but it's all about him.
No, I told you it was a real story. I overheard people talking, and I was like, people really spend their life doing that?
Don't be lying to them.
Look it, Eddie, if you had some time in your life, right, and you could be on top of a hot chick, or do you want to be snooping on people just to see if they're lying to you? What are you gonna do?
And be on top of a hot chick.
Okay, there you go. Rest my case.
I'll do both.
Judge Steve.
I'll snoop when I'm on top of the hot chick. How about that?
He'll be on top of a hot chick while he's looking at somebody's Instagram going, I wonder if they lied to me. Let me check it out. All right. Okay, now that I'm ready, I'm boiled up at the head, it's time to bring our guest out. Eddie, why do you make me laugh so much? Okay, so our next guest, like we were saying earlier, they got a new podcast out called Killer Lashes.
Killer Lashes.
And I believe it's murder mystery or it's murder, something to do with murder, and we're going to find out exactly what it is. But I think it's murder mystery, and I like those because I watch a lot of Datelines and 48 Hours and
First 48.
And you basically know what's going to happen, but just the stories are so cool. Not cool, but they're like, they make you want to keep listening to go, oh my, somebody actually did this? And it's just, it's, I watch all the time, so it's got me hooked in. So I'm really excited and interested in this new podcast. So we're going to bring, you remember Tatiana, Eddie, right?
Yes.
Well, Tatiana's doing a podcast with one of our partners. So she's got another side podcast going on, new one.
She's got something else going on.
Yes, and her partner name is Red.
Red.
See what I do, Eddie, is I behave and I listen to what I'm told. See? Women like that. I need you to know that, okay, Eddie?
Yes, women like when you pay attention.
Women ask you to do something, you do it. Okay? Okay, let's bring our guest out. Alberto's not paying attention. He don't care.
Nope. Checked out.
All right, let's bring our guest on. Here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh wow, they sound good.
Thank you. This is all that all that expensive microphone.
No,
I got a new system. Remember I told you?
You did tell me. That's why. Not only do you look good, you sound good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And who's this good-looking lady next to you?
Red. I'm Red Foster. How are you?
Good, Red. How you doing?
Doing well.
We have Alberto up here. We have Eddie down here, and I'm Steve.
Good morning.
Nice
welcome,
to meet
welcome
you guys.
to the M25 show. Killer lashes. All right, we got to start out. And what is this? What is this about? Were we kind of right, or were we way off?
You were right. Yeah, it's a true crime podcast, and we actually are going to do like 12 episodes, give or take, on one person specifically. Now, her name is Darlie Routier, and she's been on death row for over 30 years for
30
killing her children.
Oh, wow.
Her children. Oh
yeah.
No.
Stabbing them to death in cold blood. And they were like 3 and 6, or 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
Is this for reals, or she's just charged with it?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
she's on death
she's
row.
in jail.
Yep.
She's on death row.
Yep, for over 30 some years. Yep. So we are okay. So I don't know if you know, the new podcast that they're doing with the true crime is where they kind of like break the case. So she's been appealing, and now there's new evidence, and they're doing new tests because of the DNA, new technology, and now they can actually, because this was back in the 80s, so now they can use this new technology and maybe clear her name or not. So we basically are going to cover it, because if they clear her name, we can break the case. Yes.
Hold on a second. So Eddie, she may be innocent.
Apparently.
Red, I gotta ask Red a question here real quick.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on. Red, she could actually be innocent?
It's a possibility.
So
It's a
have
possibility
you
to be innocent.
guys investigating this, or are you just telling the story, or how's this working?
Well, I mean, we're just telling the story, and we are actually going to go to Texas and go to see her on death row, and we're going to go talk to people and visit. We're actually doing the groundwork, because there's some things that obviously don't make sense, and maybe 30 years later, people will talk or something will come about. We're hoping that she will cooperate and want to talk to us. If not, I mean, we're going to have to still do it, and we'll talk to her lawyer, and whether they want to or not, we're going to present the correct evidence. But we're just waiting for this DNA that was supposed to be out in May. They tested this over 2 years ago, and it's still not out. I think that she's probably going to be exonerated, because whatever it is, they can't prove it's her. And they owe you millions. Have you been in prison for that long? I can't imagine.
Okay, so she was found guilty, I assume, for killing her kids, right? Now,
only one of them.
Only one.
Because they wanted.
What's the DNA they're waiting for? Like on a weapon?
So no, I don't know. The fibers on the knife. There's some palm prints, some fingerprints that back in the day in the 80s, they didn't have the technology they have now. They couldn't even get any kind of DNA. Now they got touch DNA. So there's a lot of different things that they know about blood splatter and things that they didn't know back in the 80s that they know now. So they tested it, and it took over 2 years, and they were supposed to come out in May with the results, but they didn't. So
I think the Innocence Project is...
You're actually going to go to Texas and try to interview her?
Yep.
Oh,
Have
wow.
you written to her? Does she know?
Yep.
You? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
We've written to her, and we're waiting, and we are planning our trip now to get on the visitors list. It's kind of hard to get the warden to call you back, but we're pretty persistent.
Well, this is even more interesting now. Okay,
Yeah,
we get to hear a podcast, but they're actually gonna be on foot.
Yep.
With this thing, like they're really getting involved in this. Correct?
Okay, Tatiana, from what you know about the case, do you feel she's innocent?
So this is where me and Aja come in. Red.
Okay,
sorry.
hold on, Eddie. Hold on, ladies. Before we go, I know I want to know too. I want to ask questions. Is it okay if we ask you, because it hasn't came out yet, your podcast, right?
No.
Is it okay if we ask these questions? We don't want to ruin your podcast.
No, I mean it's all, we're just recovering everything, and then obviously when it gets down to the wire, we'll let you know when we can't talk about something.
So Eddie, I bet you Eddie asked a question that you both probably disagree with, right? You guys,
no,
one's one way, one's the other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good job, Eddie. Okay, let's pull you up and let's hear it. So tell us what you all think.
I think that she's innocent just because, I don't know, she has something to do with it, but I don't think she did it herself. And there's just something that everybody's missing. There's a story, something's not being told.
I think she had something to do with it. There's some questions about some of the evidence. Her story was changed a couple of times, but I really do believe she had something to do with it.
But she thinks she has more involvement than I thought that she had.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But we've uncovered some things that I don't think a lot of people know. So
do you think there's something that either the prosecutor or the defense attorney missed or something?
I mean, I think it's not that they missed. I just think that they were quick to jump to who did it. And back in the 80s, again, they didn't really have anything. They were just like, oh, this looks like that. They didn't know how to take a crime scene and like analyze it. And they just kind of went off, well, this can't happen and this can't happen. And that was it. There was no echo test done for like to see if she could yell from downstairs. There was so much not done. There was no cameras outside, so you didn't know who ran outside and planted this bloody sock. Just so many things. Nobody checked the drains. So many things happened that I think they are missing things. It was just because it was back in the day.
Alberto.
Yeah, back in the day.
I got a question for Alberto.
It's like over 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
I just listened to Tatiana and Red here, okay, and they both, they said that they kind of disagreed a little bit, but they both said they think she had something to do with it. Now, Alberto, this is for you, and then I'll go back to the ladies. Do you think, is there a difference between somebody having something to do with it and somebody doing it? Or is it all the same to you as a listener of a true crime
I don't know if it's true crime, but I mean, I don't.
Or murder.
One would be an accessory, which would be different if you're accessory to a crime.
But okay,
it's not the same as committing the crime.
Well, what the main question was, she put in jail because they said she did it, or she had something to do with it?
They said she
guilty.
did it. They said she murdered her children, stabbed them to death.
So according to you two ladies, you don't think she did it, but you think she was involved somehow.
Yeah.
She knew that it happened or whatever,
See,
but she didn't actually do it herself.
I think that it was supposed to be something else, and I think it turned into this by accident, this murder. And she thinks that she had this planned. I don't think I think they thought that they were going to get the house robbed. They were going to get the insurance money or something. I don't believe that I try not to believe that she was going to kill these kids like that. I really just don't think so.
Are you believing that, maybe she intended to just injure him to make, I see something about the house being robbed, insurance. So she was trying to stage an incident.
I think she was trying to stage. I think she was trying to stage something, but I don't.
That's
a
good question, Alberto.
About,
what was the reason she gave, or what they think that why did this happen? Were they trying to get money, or
so there was money, but not on the kids, because there was only about $5,000 in life insurance on the kids, but they were behind on their mortgage, all kinds of stuff, and I just think that maybe her and her husband. Her husband was upstairs with their other son, who was unharmed.
So was the husband in jail?
No,
he wasn't charged. But his story is funny too. And that's where I say there might be something weird, because I think maybe, I don't know, like someone needs to say something, because there had to be more than one person involved. There had to be like 3.
They had tunnel vision on her. They just honed in on her. They think she did it. I do think her story is a little iffy. However, they need to he needs to be investigated too. Honestly,
Red, do you think she did it herself?
I don't think I don't think she did it herself, but I think she had some knowledge of it and or some sort of involvement in it. Yes.
Alberto, do you think? Okay, so they think that she
is this
could
kind
have
of a
been
thing,
involved, or if she wasn't, she knew it happened, and maybe she's
or
covering.
or she hired somebody to do it.
Because it's kind of funny if the husband didn't know. Was he in the house or was he
Yeah,
around?
he was upstairs. And this is the craziest part that we've been going over. When she screamed for him, he came downstairs in his jeans and no shirt on. And why are you sleeping in your jeans? Like, I'm not saying you can't fall asleep in your jeans, but he went to bed with the baby. So why are your jeans on?
Yes.
Eddie, you sleep with your jeans on. Why does that happen?
When I fall asleep on my jeans, yeah.
But he
no, I mean,
specifically went upstairs to get in bed to go to sleep with the baby. That was a little odd to me about the jeans.
Definitely.
He was dressed. I want to know if he had a belt on, but we haven't found that.
I don't know, but
So
honestly,
there's two kids. There's a baby and then one.
3 kids.
3.
One survivor.
Oh,
So
so
the
did she try?
baby survived, and then the 5 and 6-year-old were killed.
Yeah,
She
the
tried-
baby was upstairs. I think he was 10 or 16 months. He was sleeping upstairs with his
the
dad.
And
Unharmed.
the other two were with the mom.
Yes. And there was a dog that didn't bark, that always barked at everybody. Why didn't the dog bark? Where was the dog in the 911 call? I didn't even hear a dog.
Me neither.
Is the dog still alive?
Not now.
Oh,
the
it's
80s,
dead?
the 80s, Steve.
Oh, okay.
Better not be. What kind of dog is this?
Hey, I'm really getting into this, ladies. Hold on a second. Let me
I know, I told
snap
you.
out of this.
What kind of dog is this?
It's a
If he's
super
alive,
dog
then
right
the
there.
whole
Well, Steve
story-
wanted to hear the dog's story, you know.
Yeah,
I will interview the dog at his gravesite. We'll do like a
Get one of those pet psychics.
yeah.
Oh,
I'll
there we
be
go.
sure to do that for just
how
Yo,
many years?
just to dot the i's for Steve, you know.
I'm
Because
How
just-
many years has she already served?
like 33, over 30.
Yeah, it was over 30.
Yeah.
So she tried to kill
yeah.
both of them?
No, did. But so the little boys
Not at
were
all.
stabbed so far that
Oh.
it went through their body onto the floor.
Yes.
Oh, I thought one of them lived. No?
The
Oh, no.
baby
The
upstairs
baby.
lived. He was unharmed.
Come on, Steve, catch up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so oh my gosh.
Well,
after
how
the
old is
after the
she?
evening I had and then I got to hear this.
Do you
Oh.
know how old she is now?
Oh God, sorry.
Eddie, she's not
she's probably
dating.
like, I think she's like 55.
55.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
how old she was.
Between
we-
55 and 57.
Yeah, she's
Has to be.
old. I can.
Yeah.
We know Eddie has something for the jailbird, so
He does.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah. I think she's unmarried. You might
Eddie-
want to.
the
You want me
divorce.
to tell her
She's
that you were
divorced.
looking?
Eddie actually struck out with
make sure,
Jody Arias.
make sure Eddie, okay, leave me Steve out of this.
Yeah, we don't.
Wait,
Not, yeah,
okay.
we don't.
Wait, Eddie is not married. I thought he was married.
I'm divorced.
He tried to get
53.
pen pals with Jody Arias. Remember Jody?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
That'll
did-
be a good one for you.
He didn't
Jody-
know
Jody
who she
turned him down.
was, and he was interested in her. So
Did
we
you
were
really
gonna
write her?
No, I
No, we
did
were
not.
gonna try to hook it up
Steve, Steve and I wrote her for him.
for Eddie because he was
Don't
interested
like
in her.
I will write her.
But
Right.
Eddie's
didn't
very
know the
shy,
story.
so
Wait, is she in Texas? We'll go see her too.
Don't knock it till you try, right?
Eddie, if you're shy after meeting her, I don't think you would be.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna go see her just for you.
Okay.
That's a short
Give her
trip
my,
to Arizona. I
give her my
believe.
best.
Okay, so
Hello.
are all of these the podcasts? Are these stories like this that are people that go to jail and stuff like
Well,
that, and
no,
for this and that, and
Not
or-
as many. So like one of the first podcasts like this was a couple years ago. And they broke the story. The guy was off of death row. He was freed after like 30 years. He supposedly killed his girlfriend. I think it was Aiden Hanan. He grew up in prison on death row. They said he killed his girlfriend, and I don't know. I think he did it, but however that happened, and they broke the case. $80 million that podcast made. She's the number one podcast in the world. So that's why I said. And then the Britney Spears one happened, where that conservatory, somebody was reporting on that broke the story, but just reported on it, another $60 million. So I figured we want to be on those steps when they read the courthouse steps, when either they let her go or they read the results.
Yes.
And
Interesting.
I hope she's innocent, just because if she's not, then I mean, we're kind of just reporting that she's not. But
And
I mean,
you've read like the transcripts of how the court thing, or is there video of it anywhere? Or
so
is it
okay, the
too
videos
old?
were lost, and what happened is the what do you call it? The court reporter. She's actually being held liable because she hid the tapes. There was over 150 like 1,000 errors. I'm talking about word errors that she might get a new trial because if they, it was changed. The whole story was changed. A new transcriptor had to come in, transcribe it from the audio. Now all of a sudden the audio's missing, but she rewrote it. So we had to go through several transcripts. This is a really messed up story, whether she did it or not. She wasn't served justice, whether she did it or not.
Mm-hmm. She didn't get a fair trial.
No.
She did it. No.
Wow. And did you both figure this out, or is this actually going on?
This is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been following the case since I was like 14. And I brought it up to her when she asked me just like last year. She wanted to do a couple pods since I have Tokyo-ish. And I was trying to tell her, like, you have a lot going on. And just to tell you, like, to do 2 pods at what, it's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So I always wanted to do a crime. She wants to do it. We were like yin and yang on it. I got this side. She's got that side. Our husbands are best friends.
Yes.
So we've known each other for 20 years.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
So we actually, it's not that we didn't hang out. It's just that we
hold on a
always were.
second. Okay, now I'm insulted here.
Why?
You've known her for 20 years, and you've been a friend of our show for a while.
Yeah.
And you've waited so long to bring her abouts, and
Well,
we're not that bad. We're very nice people.
I'm a pretty private person. I like to be a little private, but coming out the box, I actually put my profile public now.
Yeah,
so now you can go and look.
Her name is Red Foster.
Yes,
that is her name, and I already said her name in the beginning, so apologize. So it's happening.
I totally get it.
But I would have brought her a long time ago, obviously. But again, she's very busy and things that she does as a regular job, and we actually just live a few minutes away from each other. And I'm always here at my mom's house, so I always use this as my either recovery center or my podcasting headquarters.
Very cool.
So have you talked to the defense attorney that?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
We're actually giving her so to write like the Innocence Project that had accepted her case. You have to write them like a pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't do emails. You have to be a pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
We've called the jail many, many times so we can email her and stuff, but we sent her an actual physical letter. Let me tell you how hard it is to find stationery.
Yes.
Nobody writes a letter. We went through every store you can find, even Staples, not a stationery to save your life. Mm-hmm. And they call it, what do they call it now?
What do
they call it
now?
something else, like
it's
stamp paper.
Yeah, it's not stationery paper anymore.
No, we sounded like pilgrims.
Colored paper.
Colored paper.
What do they call it?
College
They
ruled
dumbed
paper.
it down. They dumbed it
They
down.
don't call it paper no more?
Well,
College ruled
stationary.
paper.
Stationary, and it has like pictures on it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not
Wait a minute.
called stationary anymore.
Notebook, notebooks.
I'm confused here. They got pictures on them?
Yeah, well,
Some.
Like
you ever
notebooks?
write?
Some stationery does, yes.
Like when you want to write, like like we're at
Like
school.
have like a
and
light
like a-
background of flowers or something, and you write over it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You never
like a
seen it?
peachy?
Yeah, it could
I
be.
don't know what you're okay, you're looking for just paper, right, to write on, or
Yeah,
certain
but
kind of paper.
It's pretty paper.
Yes.
It
Oh,
already
pretty
has,
paper.
yeah, it already
Yes.
has stuff on the back with little flowers.
Oh, it's like the things you hang on the fridge.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, you don't write letters either, do you?
No.
This is why you don't get responses from the ladies in jail because you don't use stationery paper. Spray it with perfume. None of that.
Mhm. Put a little, kiss
I-
it.
Yeah.
This all
Suck it.
new to me. I don't know.
All right. Well,
Why don't you
I'll
mail me a letter and put some
Okay.
perfume on that thing?
I
See
will
if- maybe it'll start
rub
me
it.
to start writing again. What do
I'll
you
rub
think,
it somewhere. Oh, look, it's my mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
You wanted to meet Mom, didn't you?
Ed? Oh yes. Let's meet
are you?
Mrs.
Come here.
Mrs.
Come here, lady.
Tatiana.
Ish.
This is my
Mrs.
mom.
Ish.
Mrs. Ish. Come around the corner.
Oh,
This is
hello
my mom.
there.
Hello,
Hi.
Mom.
How's everybody?
Oh,
Good,
we're
good,
good now.
So they're
Look at-
good now.
Yeah, so I'm glad to finally meet you.
Eddie's on his best behavior now. Now the mom's here.
Yeah.
Eddie's behaving.
Okay.
I'm always on my
Can't
best
hear you.
behavior.
She can't hear you
Oh,
because of
that's
this.
just
Not
have
'cause she,
headphones on.
not 'cause she can't hear because of this. You can
Well,
see
tell-
where I get my personality from.
Mrs. Ish.
Yes, that's her. That's Vilma.
Okay, so I got a question for okay, so I don't even know. Should I just say Red or Miss Foster?
Miss
Or
Foster.
Red?
Yeah.
Well, I'll call you Red because
There you go.
I'm going to do what I'm told.
Yes.
That's what I do. Okay, Red. So tell me, is this the first time you're doing a podcast type thing?
Yes, I've been a guest on her show before, but this is like my first time being like my own type co-hosting on a podcast. Yes.
And this is her first interview besides me.
Yes.
So I did give you her first.
That
See?
you did.
Okay.
Well-
I'm good with that. I'm
I
good.
brought
okay.
her here first. There's
All
lots
right.
of people lined up, but you were first.
All
So you
right,
should feel
okay.
good.
Okay,
Tatiana,
now-
what kind of feedback have you gotten from people about this case?
Lots of feedback. So because we posted a couple little things with some creepy music in the back, like in the logo was made by Age of Radio, which is, I'm going to mess up his last name. It's Jeremy, and it's not Quantanilla. It's like Jeremy Quantanilla.
Quantanilla?
I think I'm saying it wrong because it's not
Wait a minute.
Quantanilla. Like
Say it
the
again.
Quantanilla. Jeremy, and I want to say Quantanilla. Like
Quantanilla?
Lena, but it's not. It's like Quantanella.
Quantanilla, like Nutella?
Yeah.
Quantanilla. Okay.
He's
we got
gonna
it.
kill me. I've known him for like 6 years now. So he's the home base for Talk-Ish, and now the home base. He's Age of Radio.
Okay.
He's like a Spotify. So
Does Red know how to say his name?
no,
Oh, God, nobody does. Okay. Sorry about that, sir.
Jeremy at Age of Radio.
Okay, let's just call him
Just call him Jeremy.
at
Jeremy.
Age of Radio.
Yeah.
There's a
So-
plug for you there, Jeremy.
So he's the one who actually made the logo. And if you look in the eye, there's a body.
A body.
So if you look closely at the logo, and there's an eye, and inside the eye you can see a body, like it's looking at a body laying down.
Is it a woman?
Yes, of course, it's Killer Lashes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's so basically we're gonna like probably stick to women just because we are women and we're biased, and Killer Lashes because you guys know.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah, she thought of that name. I like it.
Killer lashes. Just bat those eyelashes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know I don't go anywhere without eyelashes.
So yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, it's a very good thing.
That's
Okay, I need to. Is this podcast? Does it come out today or tomorrow?
Nope,
or-
the 28th.
Next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday.
Oh,
Okay.
And
Yes.
as soon as I put the link, I will send it to you. And just a little thing on it. The beginning song, like intro, is the part of the 911 call.
Mm-hmm.
Of the
Of
who
the
called?
arcade.
Who called the woman or the guy?
It was a woman. It was Darlie. She called. And the outro is the police scanner of them talking about her.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Eddie, what do you think about this? You want to get involved somehow?
I think it's interesting.
You want to write it or something?
Right
Yeah,
here?
she doesn't have a husband.
You
Oh,
can.
boy.
Anybody can write people in jail, right?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
So
that's not a crime.
we're also going to have like guest panel. So I'd love to have you guys on. Where obviously we just did it right now.
Okay.
Now, do you two know if she's on death row? Does she have a date or?
No date. Yeah, no,
Uh,
you're
date.
clear.
An execution date.
Oh.
Steve.
Yeah,
Not even
Yeah,
Mexican
no,
a date.
an execution date.
No,
So-
she doesn't.
I don't know how that works.
She'd rather have a wedding date. No,
Mhm.
nope. You're good. You're in the clear. She's good. I'll tell you when her
So
time
she
is up.
doesn't have a date, and she doesn't have a date.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Okay, so Eddie, you're
But
good
it's all
either way.
because they're waiting on these DNA results. When those come out, obviously, if she did it, then
I would assume when her last appeal's up, then
Yes.
they gave you a date
Yes.
Yeah.
for
Okay,
execution, Steve.
Okay, so why in the world? Okay, I'm just gonna ask, why in the world would they want to pin this on her? Then it sounds like she
Okay.
may not be guilty. Why? But all the stuff, the little things I've heard so far from you about losing this, losing that, and et cetera, et cetera. Why? Does she? do
what points to
something-
her?
Yeah. Why would
okay,
they be after
so-
her?
I don't know. This is something that we probably should. So let's just say there's like a triangle going on,
Oh,
a love affair, and
a man or
I don't
woman?
know. There's always another Killer Lashes in the myth, and women are mean and can be vindictive, and there's someone really close to them that you'll have to listen for. How about
Okay,
that?
I gotta.
And
Is it a
what's-
woman?
Yes, of course.
Mhm.
Oh God, I gotta watch. I gotta see
They,
this.
they know how to keep us in suspense, Steve.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
do.
yes.
I
Meow.
Yes. God dang.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yes.
there's some really good theories, and again, I don't know if we purposely found it, but we haven't heard the story before, and we're hearing it on two different sides,
Mhm.
and We're just cross-referencing. So
I'm curious about what the husband, what did he say when they interviewed him, or did
much
he
of nothing. He was asleep upstairs.
Yeah.
He
He
didn't
thinks
see.
he thinks she's innocent. That's
he
what's
didn't
crazy.
hear anything?
Nope.
He didn't.
The only
Oh,
thing he said
wow.
he heard was some glass breaking.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if the glass broke, why didn't the dog bark? Why did he come downstairs in his pants? Why are there several stories of if he ran out the back, the front? Did he go to the neighbors? Why did the cops say he saw him outside when Darlie said he was inside? And
Well, what did
It's
the wife say? How did she say they died?
so
The one that's in jail.
She pretty much said she didn't hear anything and she woke up and saw somebody running out of her house. On one story that she told. Like I said, she told a couple of different stories.
but it always was some guy, and it went to some guy to some guys.
Yes.
Hmm.
And they were asleep. They were sleeping in the living room.
Yes.
One of both of the kids were laying one by her head and one by her feet on the floor, and she was on the couch.
Because they were having like a sleepover downstairs.
Oh, so she was there, right next to them.
Now she was wounded, but they call it superficial wounds.
Yes.
Maybe self-inflicted, maybe, or you think
Yeah,
she was
that's
really?
what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe when from the knife, or
Yeah,
just
from the knife. Well, it's funny that the
From
knife
stabbing?
is from her house. I mean, normal serial killers don't just come in. I mean, there is one or two that did come in before in other cases that took weapons from the house, but they said they found fibers of the cut Florida room,
The screen.
screen. We call it Florida room.
Right.
On the knife. And she, in her 911 call, you'll hear that right away her story starts and she says, I picked up the knife. Oh no. Maybe you could have got the prints. You'll hear her call. We play her call. And it just was a very like telling story. And then there's stories of she didn't help her kids. She didn't go to the hospital with her kids. And then the husband didn't either. And it's just weird. There was jewelry laying right all over.
So it wasn't a robbery. They didn't take anything. They just killed the kids.
So she didn't sound very smart. Sounds like she's in jail for, excuse my language, for being dumb.
For being
I
a
mean,
dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, let's say it is a love triangle and there's another woman involved, but yet she says they were men that were running out. Wouldn't she want to say it's a woman because she wouldn't like that woman, I would imagine, right? If she's sleeping with her husband.
Right. Well, I will tell you, there was a car that was spotted in the vicinity of the home by several neighbors with two men inside.
And it kind of reminds me of Home Alone. Remember when they were casing the neighborhood and they didn't belong there?
Mhm.
Do you remember that van that didn't belong there?
Yes.
That's kind of like how this was. They didn't belong there. And this is a more uppity neighborhood and they know everybody. And it's like, it's Rolette, Texas. So it's not like you wouldn't just drive through there.
Right.
They're big homes. So they noticed that it had been, I believe, several days that they were coming around.
Matter of fact, that house looks like the house from Home Alone.
It does.
It really does.
Yeah.
So
And there was a
possible-
robbery or attempted robbery down the street just a few days before.
I think that was planned.
That's possible that it could happen like that then, but why didn't they kill the wife? Why would they kill the kids? Unless they were trying to hurt the parents or like hurt them, their heart, like emotionally.
Yeah.
Why would you come
Unless
in?
they owed, well, like you said, unless they owed money or something.
Yeah,
and
to a
then-
loan shark that we would never know about.
Mm-hmm.
So if say it's a loan or whatever like that, don't you think they'd just kill them all?
No,
Or do you think,
no.
I'll kill their kids and then they'll pay me tomorrow?
They could have because they could have thought that they had life insurance on the kids. I don't know. How do loan sharks work, Steve?
Well, first of all, you don't use
Eddie's
them.
one.
If you don't have the money, you don't use them.
Yeah.
Eddie's the
They break-
gambler. He gambles
I was
all
gonna
the time.
say,
You break your
Alberto,
knees.
Eddie,
I don't know.
Alberto's,
I mean,
Alberto's a gambler.
Oh, that's right, Alberta. You gamble a lot. Wow.
Yeah, so-
I've never needed a loan shark, so
I was gonna say, tell us how they work.
Yeah, this is
You break
very
your knees,
interesting.
right?
you
Break
pay them
your
back
knees.
with interest or they break your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but this is going a little overboard. You think they would come and
Well, I don't know.
rough up the husband, whoever did it? You know, that's more like mafia stuff. When they go, okay, well, we're gonna go after your family or whatever.
Yeah.
This is a
Right.
little different.
But see,
I don't
there's so many things that jumble in. Not only did they have financial problems, he had tried to get the house robbed before,
Yes.
which
Tried
he
to?
admitted.
Yes.
Yes, he
Yeah.
tried to, but he said it never went through. And she had these journals of suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so many things that it's
Well,
kind of like, did they do
well,
it together?
Well, when you say tried to get the house robbed, did he like get people to break in, or did
He
he?
he
hired-
tried to he attempted to enlist some people to come in
Okay.
several times to
Oh,
rob the house
He
for money.
asked people,
Yes.
but they
his
didn't.
friends or
he didn't
somebody
get
at a bar or
nobody.
something.
I believe through a friend to try to find someone to do it more than once to come in
So-
on like an insurance scam.
So the
Mhm.
family will go out for the night, and then they come back, and the house is broken into, and then they can make an insurance claim.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, this is.
And I know you brought up the love triangle thing. I mean that could be it too. A jealous
Mhm.
lover.
Send 2 dudes over to hurt the kids,
Yeah.
though.
Or
Why not
well,
kill the
husband wanna
wife so
give-
that way she can
Exactly.
have the husband? And
Why not? Why not try to kill all the kids and the wife? And
I mean, she was so there's an argument about her cuts. How superficial were there? Because she had bruises that the jury didn't see from, I'm talking about defense bruises.
Yes.
She was black and blue.
Mhm.
But I found a testimony that the doctor said those were fresh. Those were not fresh they happened after.
Mm.
She inflicted, somebody did that to her after.
Mhm.
After the surgery.
Wow.
After the surgery, she
She had surgery, that emergency surgery, because it was so close to her carotid artery.
Yes.
Oh, so
But
she
that-
did get some kind of. I thought
Oh,
it
that's-
was a little
well,
light wound or
that
something.
doesn't seem superficial to me. I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's
seems-
pretty. that's
But
pretty
they
deep.
argue about it because when you see it, it looks like this and
Uh-huh.
it looks like this. So like it doesn't look like someone do it.
Yes.
No one's gonna do you like this.
Right. Compared to her kids' wounds, it's completely different.
So she would look like they tried to slit her throat.
Yeah, like, but in a weird way.
Yes.
So they're trying to say she did that over the sink, but now there's argument of the luminol over the sink. They're saying there's no blood. Some are saying there's blood because when you do luminol wrong,
Mm-hmm.
everything lights up
Mhm.
and the whole sink lit up.
She could have just did it over the sink.
That's what they're trying to say.
Why would she do it over the sink? Why don't you just do it right there where she's laying? Doesn't that make more like if you're gonna set it up like that? Why would you do
she's-
it where you're laying?
You said it yourself. She's obviously stupid if that's what happened.
I
Yeah.
was starting to
that's why
feel
there's
for this
such
chick, but
argument.
not so
Yeah.
much anymore.
Yeah.
That's why there's argument over the luminol because again, back in the 80s, and then if you do the test wrong, it messes up the whole thing
Mm-hmm.
and everything lights up. So it just makes it look like there's just a massacre.
Yep.
And did she claim so she don't know nothing, but she got slit, and she just saw people running, two dudes or something, a guy or two running away, but she didn't. From what the injury she had and the slice, she didn't wake up from that, like, and see somebody at that moment. She woke up a little bit, like 10 seconds later, and saw the back end of them.
She's pretty, like I said, she changed her story a couple times. One story, I think she said one of her kids woke her up, saying,
Who
"Mom,"
was stabbed?
who was stabbed, mommy.
God.
Another story she told, she woke up and she saw a guy standing at the foot of the couch, and so she got up and he just started running. Like, okay, which one is it?
You know,
And then it goes to, well, I don't remember.
Yes, it did
First of all,
definitely. I don't remember.
I'm sorry if you're lying on the couch and your kids are right there at the floor and somebody's stabbing them. I think you're gonna wake up.
Yes,
You're
Why
not
did
gonna
you
need
not
your
get
kids
the
to shake you awake.
Mhm.
And it
Well,
was
then-
just weird of the one that was stabbed, like they were stabbed really bad to the part where they went through all the way through their bodies to the floor.
Mhm.
She said one of them woke her up just saying mommy, crying, and then he followed her around while she was looking for this guy. You can see the blood. We have a chart of where the kid's blood was,
Mhm.
but why was he just walking? He had no adrenaline because he was asleep. So it's not like he was running and fighting this guy. Kids don't have that kind of adrenaline like that. So
Mhm.
he would have just be walking around quietly, bleeding.
Right.
I think the body had to be moved.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm really upset now.
Oh, it gets into, so we go
Yeah.
through the evidence. We go through the 911 call that it doesn't match any of their stories, doesn't match the paramedic story, doesn't match the 911 call of what she's doing, what she's not doing, why she got the towels. And the big kicker that kills me is there was a sock found 75 yards with blood on it from her 2 kids and her DNA by the sewer.
Yep.
The single sock.
Mhm. Like an alleyway behind the house.
Okay.
How did that sock get out there?
So of the kid, it was the kid sock,
No, it was Darren. It was the husband's sock.
the
With
husband's
their
sock,
blood.
Yep.
and
with her DNA.
and
Yes.
hit in their blood.
Yep.
So DNA and blood.
Whose
to
DNA?
give
The
us-
wife's?
Yep.
Yes.
The
And the
wife's
kid's
DNA
actual blood.
was on the husband's bloody sock.
Yes,
It was
but the
the
blood,
husband's sock, but the blood was from one of the kids.
both kids.
Both kids.
Oh,
Yes.
both kids.
By a
Yes.
garbage can, by a sewer. And that's why I said the sewer was never searched.
Mm-mm.
Was
So we
his
don't know what
DNA
the-
on it?
No.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
It's interesting.
So they must have been freshly washed, and she
Nope,
grabbed
nope.
it.
Nope.
they're
So what
dirty?
happened was these were socks that they were old, and they put them in the utility room. That's what they called it, not Florida room. And there was a whole pile of them. They used to use them for rags.
Oh my goodness, Alberto.
And that was next to where the slit was of whomever entered the home. So that is the kicker. And then you can't, when you go out the back door, it's a privacy fence. It was locked. You can't get over. I mean, like he'd have to be a
Mhm.
football star, somebody. How did she get down there in her bra? And
She ain't had no panties on.
yeah,
they
no,
said.
she had no panties on. She
Wait,
had
wait,
a
hold
white.
on a second. What's
Yes,
going
I
on?
know.
Okay,
bad.
hold on,
Let's
hold
throw us
on.
off, Steve.
Yeah, hold
Okay,
on.
I think I want to crack this case now.
This
here.
changes everything. I think Steve's finding her not guilty.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
don't think. Yeah, I might change my mind here. So okay. So she didn't have no underwear on.
Nope, on a white t-shirt. She was beautiful, blonde, big boobs. You
Mhm.
know, the normal, my kind of friend.
Steve votes to acquit.
All right, all right. Yeah, she's
No,
innocent.
move to quit. She's innocent. Let her home. Poor girl. But the thing is, she says she went to sleep with panties on, and then when she was about to go to the hospital, she was like, "Oh, I don't have any panties on." Where are the panties? Never
Yes.
found.
Never found the undies at all.
Oh,
And if
They're at Steve's house.
that's a crime
Yeah,
right there. That is
Yeah,
a crime in itself.
Steve will break the whole story and find these.
Yes.
Steve,
panties.
where were
Hey,
you?
I may not find out who's guilty or not, but I'll find those underwears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where
I
did
got
this
a
happen?
nose.
And
Huh?
what year? I need to know about Steve's whereabouts.
1980. Oh Lord, I suck. 1980. Like
I got a good
seven.
sniffer. Don't worry, I'll find them.
96, 97.
No, I
No,
think
no,
I think you have them. I think that was you breaking in the house.
Oh, no. Hey, if I do any of that, it's just to take underwear. I don't go through all that other.
Well, I
crazy
want to know
stuff.
how your sleep and your underwear got slipped off.
Exactly.
I
Like-
mean,
Ah,
That's just weird.
I don't know. So they got slipped off.
oh,
or
you're
cut
right.
off?
I suck. I said 80s, June 6, 1996. I'm sorry.
Oh,
So did they find the
Yeah.
underwears or no?
No,
They're gone?
they're missing. They've never found the underwear. Never found the dirty pair of pants.
Nope.
This is going to be
They're
Steve's
very
podcast. You know,
clear.
you're solving the murder, Steve's solving the panties.
Yeah,
Yes,
start with the
I'll
panties.
take that. I'll take the
I
underwear.
don't know what color they were. I don't know how dirty they were. Why did she
Oh.
go to sleep and then just? I've never had anybody slip all my panties. And I didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then that's where they say maybe maybe somebody used a sock with something on it to put over her face, and that's why she
Knocked
didn't.
her out. Yeah.
Where's the sock? Is there a sock with some kind of knockout
No, but
Juice on it?
where? But no jizz on the sock. But there's
juice?
oh no,
Juice to knock her out.
jizz would knock her out. No, I something was in the sewer. What was in the sewer? Why was anybody over there? Nobody's gonna just lay this sock. Like
And you
you
can't get
wouldn't
there,
know.
right? You can't get there unless you hop
Not
the
from
fence.
the front.
Nope.
Or not from the back. Yeah.
But I
So-
will tell you,
Yeah.
the husband. Okay, so when the police arrived, he
Okay.
was outside.
Yes.
And he's
So,
the one that found the sock.
He's the one who found the sock. So it's like, okay,
So he had to go over the.
Why would you know that sock was there?
exactly. Unless you put it there.
Or something down the drain,
Yes.
like her panties.
Yes.
I think that's more blasphemous right there, throwing the underwear down a drain.
Yeah, that's
Now I'm really
Kill 'em
upset.
all. Yeah, me
Alberto,
too.
what do you think? Do you think the husband's involved in this thing?
If not involved, Kylie's covering it up. And
But why would he cover it up for her
And he says she's innocent. He swears
Man-
up and
man
down.
on
his
number
wife did not
stupid.
do it.
after he divorced her?
Yes, he did
Oh, he
divorce her
did.
eventually.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, and he
He's
al-
remarried.
and he did not want to take custody of his child.
The surviving baby.
baby?
Yep. I think the parents are.
Yeah,
So-
the parents
yeah.
took him for a while, and
Yeah,
now
So,
he had.
just to clarify, he thinks that she's not guilty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there any chance that he did it and she's just so in love with him that she's going to take the fall?
Honestly,
Well,
I think the husband.
I think at
has
some point she's
nothing.
gonna not take the fall anymore.
Well,
I mean,
it's 30
especially
years.
if he divorced her and remarried.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's just doesn't even
See
make
how it
sense. She
flopped?
lives-
Like we
she
don't know
lives-
who had what to do with what,
Mhm.
but either that or they both planned it together. He has evidence, and she can't say anything because that'll nail it in the coffin for her.
Mhm.
I know that she probably wants to take him down, but she wants her other son to be okay. He actually had leukemia
Yes.
and he almost died.
Mhm.
And she the husband and everybody else had to take care of him, and he beat it, and he's good. I think he's like 25 now.
Yes.
And he's never had the touch of his mother after 10 months old, because in death row you can't touch.
Mm-hmm.
So, she,
Eddie, what do you think? What do you think the husband found the bloody sock,
mhm.
and the blood was from the kids, but the DNA was from the mom.
Yep.
What is, I don't understand. Like the DNA from her palm, did she put her palm in the sock and
Like a touch DNA.
like
So
what did,
blood,
what
like
did-
actual blood droplets from them, and like a more of a like a serum for
Skin.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So-
skin graft, or just pieces
Yeah.
of skin.
did
Yeah,
she-
it
they
wasn't
say
blood.
she used it to try to clean up the crime scene, or with one sock, or what did she use it for?
They think maybe it was stuck on someone's clothes, like his jeans.
Yes.
And you know how you get your jeans stuck with the sock in it,
Mm-hmm.
or the dryer sheet? You ever had it on the bottom of
Okay,
your?
inside the pant leg, yeah.
And he took the panties and whatever else, gloves, whatever else, and put them in the. We're not going to forget about those.
No, okay.
Yes.
I think they were like pink lacy. That's what I picture, like a pearl. And I think they
I'm just
put
thinking Warren.
something was in that drain. Why would they be down the drain? Like, even if, let's say she planted, because a lot of people say she planted the sock. Let's say she did plant the sock. How would anybody know to find those 75 yards down? Like, how would anybody know?
Mm-hmm. Unless you put it there.
What, you're just gonna be like, oh, the ambulance is gonna find it? Like, who's gonna find the sock unless someone tells them? And why would Darren say, oh, here's the sock?
So how do you,
know that was the
okay.
sock?
Did he have to jump that fence, or how does he get through that fence? Is it locked, or does he have a key?
Yeah, it's locked. He said that he ran through the front
Okay.
and ran down the street to look and see if there was somebody.
And while
But
he's
he
running
ra-
down the street, he went.
He just happens to find this sock
Yes.
next to a garbage can on a curb next to a drain.
Yes.
But how do you know that was your sock? Like, socks are socks. Like, I don't. Oh, there's my sock.
Mm-hmm.
Alberto, what do you think about the sock theory? If you're running down the
Don't
street
know
after
what
this
to
is all
think.
happening, and you go, "Oh, a sock."
Mine.
You know, I think if somebody either killed or attempted to kill my kids, I'm not looking for socks.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
I
What
don't
was he
think that's
running
gonna-
down the street for?
To look for this perpetrator.
Intruder.
To see if he can
Yes.
find the intruder.
Okay.
Now, the
Wait, hold
story
on.
goes-
I like
yeah.
that. Hold on, Alberto. This happens in your. Say this happens to you. Now,
Uh-huh.
what the lady said, he ran out to go chase these people, right? Right. Apparently,
Yeah.
because they already left. What is the first thing you would do? If you're in the house, your wife calls you from upstairs, you run down and see this whatever happened. What's the first thing that you would do?
Ask her if her panties are still on.
Well,
Yeah. Where your panties, honey?
Yeah. No, I mean,
Help, help, police.
would you make sure the kids are okay? Would you call 911? Would you run out of the house and go look for the killers
I'm probably tending to my kids. I'm not.
and call 911 at the same time? Probably,
Yeah.
right, to
So
get help.
Here we go. Wait, sorry, Eddie. He
Eddie.
said he came downstairs and he
Just forgot my name, Eddie.
Alberto. No, I was talking to the person that was going to answer, but hold on, you went too slow. No,
Thinking about that
he said he came downstairs and he started to tend to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
She called 911. Now she says he ran out when the cops got there. The cops say
He was already there.
he was already out front. Like,
Mhm.
there's 3 stories. It's the officer, hers, and his.
Yes.
And then the 911 call, you can hear him.
Mm-hmm. He was there.
He was there.
He was there.
Because the
So-
911 call was 5 minutes long, and you can hear a lot of stuff. You can hear the officer when he gets there. He never ran out of that house
Mm-mm.
because you
So-
can hear him.
So how did he get the sock?
Where's that
if
third
he stayed in the
person?
it was in the house the whole time?
Where's that love triangle?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Three
Okay, I'm
different
trying to
people,
put
three
the
different
love.
versions.
I'm trying to put the love triangle together. Why would this happen though? If there's
You have
another
to
lady involved, I
You
don't
have to
understand.
Yeah, you'll have to listen because
Yeah.
I want to say something, but I'm not going.
Yeah.
You're
No, you
definitely
have
gonna
to
have to
listen.
listen.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna have to listen. But I do want to go back to the jeans. She
Okay.
described the intruder, or whatever, as someone who wore jeans and had long hair. Her husband wore jeans and had long hair.
Oh man, she's
Like she
making her own
descri- yeah.
podcast.
She described her husband.
She's making her own podcast.
And who else would steal those panties?
Okay.
And you wouldn't know it. Your husband.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Because you just don't
Why
care.
did he have to steal them? All
Well,
you got to do is go
he
through
took-
the hamper.
Well, he wanted those, the dirty
He
ones.
wanted the ones
fresh
she's wearing. Oh, well, that's
Fresh.
right off the tap. Well, I
Yep.
guess I can't blame the
Souvenir for
for the serial killer.
guy. Golly.
because they
That's some
do
kind of
take
souvenir.
souvenirs. But yeah,
Eddie, what do you think about this? I think that there's a lot of lying going on, or just I could see you being a little screwed up from what happened, but this is too much.
It's
see,
a
I
strange
told
case.
you.
Mhm.
It is.
Yes.
And it's bothered me for like 3 decades.
So the sock was never really outside then.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Oh,
the
there's
cops.
pictures.
Yeah,
It was outside.
It was outside. It was found outside.
So
There's photos.
who picked it up?
Nobody. Darren saw it.
Oh, he
And-
didn't.
and-
He saw it and left.
Of course, because he
Oh.
knew that they needed that for evidence.
Mhm.
I would
Oh.
assume.
Mhm.
So he told the cops it was over there,
Mhm.
Yes.
or
He
somebody.
said they ran that way because there's something there.
Mhm.
My sock. He knew.
So he
So-
never even left the house because he was on the background of the 911
Yeah.
call.
So how did he know the sock was there?
Mhm.
And then the whole time he was there because the cops showed up while the 911 was still going.
Yeah.
So
And
the
he was
cops
just
never
out-
saw him.
He was right out front. Now
Yep,
I
he's
don't know
outside.
how fast he can run. Maybe he's a runner. He's a track star, and he ran out that fast at 30 some years old and
No.
put it 75 yards. One
There's
little
no way.
sock with no
Because
DNA.
if he was there through the whole phone call, he would have to run out when the cops were there. And I'm
Right.
sure the cops would notice with the murder that just happened and somebody runs out of the house. You think they're going to go, hey, where you going?
I want to know what this dog was doing.
Yeah, because the dog didn't bark at all.
I don't know. So there's also weirdness. There's like no mention of this dog. And everybody
Okay,
said the dog
when I-
barked all the time.
When I meant if the dog was still, I meant at the time. It
Yeah.
didn't get hurt at the time. It didn't get hurt through
No.
this.
No, first of all, I'll tell you right now, if that dog was hurt, that was a white dog. And if he was hurt, that's this whole everybody would have gone to jail and been killed.
Okay.
They know
No,
better.
I know, but I'm just asking because if
No, the dog was on
kids got
farm.
killed and
Yeah.
then the wife got stabbed apparently or sliced, you think this, according to the wife, somebody was just in there killing people. If the
Mhm.
dog was there, why wouldn't they kill the dog if they're going to kill a little kid?
But the dog was upstairs in the room with the baby and the
husband.
husband. So, why not lock the dog? But again, the dog never barked. I never heard a dog. I haven't even heard anything else about this dog.
So this is here. I'm going to solve the case right now.
Stop it right now. Where are the
Alright,
panties?
this is it.
The dog
This is-
ate the panties.
No. I think because I love dogs. Okay, the dogs are smart. If there was somebody in there, the dog would have barked.
Yes.
If it's their family, they don't do nothing. They're just relaxed or whatever. So it sounds like the husband. I don't know. I think the husband did it.
Yeah.
And I think the wife.
possible.
I think she was sleeping. I think the husband did it.
And by did it, I mean stole the panties.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Why he did
someone
that? That's
ate
one thing I don't know. Why
Someone
he
ate
would take him. I mean, that don't even make sense. It's
Because he
like if
tried
he's-
to make it seem, he tried to probably make it seem like there was a serial killer.
Yeah. Or
And guys are perverts, and he's like, don't forget the panties.
Yeah, but
Yes.
at least you think if they can take the underwear, they're gonna get a little poking in there. They're
He
gonna be
already
some,
did probably the night before.
Not
She
him.
just had a baby.
not him. I'm talking about
Oh.
if there was an actual intruder
Yeah.
and they're gonna take their time to slide her undies off.
they're
Yeah.
gonna. Yes.
They're gonna get a lick or they're gonna get a poke. they're
Maybe
gonna get
he
something.
smelled them and was like, no.
Oh, maybe.
I don't
but
know.
you said she's pretty hot.
She
Yes.
is, but
Yeah.
that, I don't know. That's
You mean
I
like
don't-
she just came back from the gym?
No, like, I don't
Like
know.
that?
She was sleeping. Maybe she was hot. I have no idea. You guys, it's Texas. You
That's
tell
all right.
me. You tell me. What's the expiration date on some panties?
Oh, don't have. Hey, they're all good. Don't you worry.
That's not
And
true.
you know what? She would. Okay, if somebody was like that, they're not gonna go. Oh, I think I'm gonna stay away from this one. They're not all there anyway, so they're gonna get that. They're gonna get it, whether it stinks or not. They're gonna get. They're gonna rape.
Maybe
and they're
he was
gonna
like,
do it.
no, let's not get the DNA on there. I don't know.
Well, but you take. Oh, he just take it and then go smell
Well,
them
they
and get
say-
off.
Is that what they do?
I mean, I would do that if I knew her and we were
All
friends,
right.
but not
Well,
not to
then
go
it was
steal
pro-
it from a stranger.
So then it
Right.
probably was her friend or his friend that knew her, and then that's why the dog didn't bark, and that's why he took the panties.
Oh, you think it was the husband's friend?
I mean, what
Somebody,
you just
yeah.
said. You said if I knew you,
If I knew you, yes.
I would take the panties. But if I
Yes.
didn't, not see. So
But you know what? This guy's got some balls, and I think he deserves a medal if it's his friend. Because if I would take him if they're on the floor. That's pretty ballsy. That when you sleep and you slide them off, put them in your pocket, and split. I mean,
Right.
a Ziploc baggie or what have you.
after the kids are stabbed. Well, I don't know if he took them before or after.
Yeah, this whole story's a wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Told you. We
Mhm.
are sorting through. And
Yeah.
then we're sorting through with minimal evidence because a lot of stuff is missing. So, like, who's covering? Why is the court reporter hiding tapes? And
Mhm.
why is she okay to go to jail over some tapes of a story that supposedly, I don't know, has nothing to do with her? Like,
Alberto, why do you think these people are losing things? Do you think it's just because it's just been a long time, or do you think I don't understand? It sounds like if they're trying to plant her for some reason, maybe she did something bad to the cops or something. But I don't hear any of that. But why would you think all this stuff is starting to or was missing or whatever? Just time, or just she's being framed?
Cover up.
Or it just
For
depends
what?
when were they missed them? Was it just right from the beginning, or is it through over time?
so
Like
they were,
years later?
they were no, a while back, about a decade back, as far as missing, because they had this court reporter that they found out all these new. They figured out that she was wrong on everything. Like there was like 150,000 typos or something,
But
and
but was it just because she's incompetent, or was it on purpose?
The
I mean,
the
I
lady
mean,
in the court, the
Yeah,
lady
yeah,
that typed.
I mean, I know the court reporter doesn't do just one trial. You know, check all her other trials. Is it a constant
there's
thing, or
no
or
one
is she
said.
or is she perfect except for this?
Maybe she
No
just
one-
had a she's
No one
hungover.
said. No,
Yeah,
from
She's had a bad day.
being with us.
It's a tough trial to listen to. Maybe she had to go drinking every night after
Unless,
court.
unless she was like this with all of her
But she started
trials.
from the beginning. What she was drinking day one.
Oh, so the whole trial. Well, maybe
I
she
don't
was
know.
she was really upset about it.
It's an interesting case. That's for
But
sure.
so there was stuff missing. Then the new court reporter had to listen to audio to rewrite it, and now the rest of the audio is missing.
Mhm.
What audio? The 911?
No audio from there's
Well,
audio
the
and video from
courtroom,
the
the
court. Yeah.
courtroom.
In the courtroom.
Yep.
If there was I don't know back then if they did they do videos in the camera?
Yep, they did video and audio. Yep,
Oh, and it's gone.
gone. There's clips that you can find that we found, but I mean, you can't put a whole couple
Well-
weeks trial into clips.
Well, if it was on TV,
No,
shouldn't the TV people? Oh, wasn't
Not TV. It's just
what was it
recorded
on?
in the courtroom.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, there was clips from I think it was like KRN TV or something, but
Right.
again, they're only, you know how they do, just a couple minutes. They don't let you just sit in the whole trial and tape it.
Man, it's just it's. I hate to say it, she sounds like too many stories.
Yeah.
If they just had one story and that was
Right.
it, maybe
Yeah.
okay, but
But there's so many stories
Mhm.
on and on and on about, and then there's a part that we have to cover. A couple days later, when they buried the kids, they had to go to the cemetery,
Mhm.
and it was actually one of the little boys' birthdays, obviously, and he's buried. And the cops did a surveillance, and they didn't play the whole tape to the court, and all they played was the part where she's got silly string, she's smiling, chewing gum,
Laughing.
laughing.
Yes.
oh, wait a minute.
Celebrating, I guess. You know.
I heard of this.
I know,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a big case. It was really big.
and she says that I think I heard her say something like, "Well, he loves silly stringers." Like,
Yes.
but the fact of he's after all this, like, well, okay, well, it's
Oh,
it's
but we
over.
went
It's
through
over.
the
Let's celebrate
whole-
anyway. There's
We
nothing we
went
can
through the
do
whole
about it.
tape. We went through the whole tape. They only showed you 3 minutes. We
Yes.
went through the whole hour,
Oh
and
my!
it's a doozy.
I gotta go watch it. I think I saw this on one of those TV shows, Dateline or
Mhm.
something.
Oh yeah, it was
Of
everywhere.
course, yeah.
Yep.
They just redid a new
Yep.
one. What was it, Dateline or NBC?
One of the two.
Yeah, where they just did. It was like the last trial or something, or the last.
Do you guys have that link, you girls?
Yeah, I'll send
Can
it
you
to
can you send it to me and then I'll send it to Eddie and Alberto and we're gonna watch. We're gonna check this out.
You got to
Eddie.
see it. Yep,
We're gonna get caught.
you're
up on
gonna
all
love
this.
it. I'm telling you. We are breaking it down episode by
Crack the
episode.
case?
Yep. Well, we're not cracking the case, but I mean, again, it depends on. Yeah, it's possible, but it depends on this
Never know.
evidence. If it comes back and she's not on it, like, I don't know.
It's possible that she at least get a new trial, maybe
Yes.
at least.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
And
what she's hoping for because of the court reporter. Because what her words were not her words,
Yeah.
and there's nothing to prove it
Is she
because
still
of
alive?
everything's missing. Yes, she's ticking.
The court
She's
reporter.
what I say, 53. Oh, the court, yeah, and she's
Okay.
liable now to face charges.
Yes.
That's a
Was she-
federal.
Did they talk to her at all yet or no?
Well, it's all sealed because it's going on. Yes,
Her
they
appeal
Oh,
process.
but somebody did talk to her. So if somebody did talk to her, but it can't be let out yet.
Right.
So somebody has sat her down and asked her questions, and I imagine
yeah, like you mean Darlie, the actual
the
woman who did
reporter,
it?
the one
Yeah,
that was
no,
doing the typing.
the court reporter was found. They already found that she was wrong. The court put a new court reporter who redid the transcripts from the audio, and now this new audio is missing.
Mm-hmm.
But the very first court reporter is the one that's held liable, and they just don't understand why the second one won't give up these tapes.
Yep.
What is this issue with these court reporters? But they haven't disclosed any of their previous court reporting, and I don't know if that's just because they have to be hush hush on every. Can you imagine if these women are wrong and they go back 20 years on all these cases that they've done? The state don't want to do that. They're
Yeah.
opening a whole can of whoop ass.
Man, Eddie, that's crazy, Eddie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is Killer Lashes. It's a podcast coming out next Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Red?
Yep.
Next Thursday?
Yes, next Thursday.
And you got a little taste of what's going on, and we got to debate a little bit about it, what we thought. And I think the wife's kind of dumb, but if she's hot, I'll give her a chance. I'll give her a little chance.
Yeah,
She's hot.
Yeah.
Where's the pitch? Can I see?
Yes.
You know what? I can't believe it. I seen this. I think on TV. I remember the silly string thing. She was at the cemetery.
Yep.
And they had her squirting it, and they were going, "Why did you do that for?" And
Yep, she's a squirter.
but
she's not a blonde anymore. She's a brunette.
Yeah,
now.
well, she's her real hair
She's her
color.
real hair color,
Let
but
me
yeah.
see. Well,
Oh.
let me see.
Blonde
she
back
doesn't
in the day.
have the dye jobs
I
in
mean,
the prison.
well, yeah. Now this is with no. This is
Hold on a second. Let me blow this up here. I gotta see what.
yeah. This is her in prison.
Oh,
Looking-
that looks good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you'll have to see her with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see the blonde.
Uh,
I'm just trying to get all my
Yeah.
facts straight before I investigate.
let me see. Blonde hair. I mean,
Eddie, I'm trying to
she
get my facts straight.
geez, these are like the '80s pictures. So I
That's
mean,
all right,
these
I like
are.
that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
just
gotta
like-
see the video because
Yeah.
her boobs and like she was very Texasy with her nails done and her.
Yep.
Sound like I'm describing myself. Um,
This sounds familiar though, Eddie. I think this was on not too long ago.
Here
Well,
she
you
is
said
with
it's
her
illustrated.
silly string.
Oh, hold on. Let me blow you up again.
There she is.
That was at the
Oh,
cemetery.
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I know
I
you know.
remember. I
Yep.
remember.
Yep.
Oh man.
It was a good one.
I don't
crazy.
know. That's tough. But I mean, when you hear different stories, then it starts to get sad because
Yep.
you want to believe that a parent wouldn't do that.
Mhm.
But then, why all the stories? Like, just say the story. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
don't forget something like that.
Mhm.
I don't care how traumatized you remember. I would imagine you remember like going, I know what happened. If somebody hurt your kid, you're going to remember what happened.
Right.
I mean,
But I also went through the history of she took a lot of diet pills.
Yes.
Um,
Ketamine. She was on
ketamine?
ketamine. Mhm.
There were other possible rumors of other drugs. She also kind of was a ditzy blonde.
well, if she was taking those diet, they're like speed pills. She shouldn't have been sleeping. That's what I got to say.
Right.
That's what I
Right.
said too, because I
Right.
don't sleep. And but what if someone drugged her because they didn't test back then for any of these certain drugs?
Mm-mm.
So if something was held over her nose, why did she wake up so confused if she really did? Because chloroform or anything else, you would wake up confused. And
Mhm.
when you use a sock, that's what I use every weekend. So you got to be able to.
Wait a minute. Okay, Eddie, look I'm not a criminal like that, but if I was to go and put a chloroform on somebody, I wouldn't bring a sock. I'd bring like a cloth or something. Why would it have to be a sock? I would use a sock to
Yes.
look at a pretty girl's picture and take care of myself, but I'm not going to bring a sock with
Maybe that's why the
chloroform.
panties are missing. He was using the sock.
Yes. Yes.
Why did he use that? Well, no, that would ruin the underwear. Forget
Yeah.
that.
He get his DNA everywhere. It's just like
So
a
you're
hose.
telling me whoever went in there didn't come with the supplies? He got the supplies in the house?
Yes. Yeah. The sock, the
The
murder
undies,
weapon,
the murder weapon.
everything.
Why did? No, I never heard of a
didn't
criminal like
come
that who's
prepared.
going, I'm going to be a criminal, but I'm going to go to the house and see what I can find. I'm
Right.
going to
Inside-
find a pair of socks and a chloroform.
Inside job.
Yeah, but Eddie, if you're gonna, you're gonna go to a house and do something that's not right,
And
you're
how is
gonna
the screen?
you're gonna
So
take.
how's the screen cut with the
Mhm.
knife, or where's the weapon that cut the screen? And then you decide I don't like this, so you go to get a butcher knife, two knives from the
Same block.
same block
Mhm.
in the kitchen. That's like kind of a little ways toward, like, in the dark. If you don't know this house, this is a big house.
Mhm.
Mhm.
This could be either those two are the dumbest people, or this crime was so out of whack that they're innocent. They're so just so crazy that this did happen. It's unbelievable
Yeah.
that it could happen. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Like, we're up to like 4 people involved now, like them two plus 2 others. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. But everybody tune in to Killer Lashes, the first episode. Now I'm going to tune in to find out what happened to these underwear. So that's what I'm tuning in for. So
we'll make sure we ask all the time.
when you go talk to this lady,
Yeah.
please ask her and just say, kind of whisper to her if she can slip them off there and you can bring them back to me.
I don't
Tell
want
you.
those.
Well, just put them in a bag and give them to me.
You know what jail panties probably look like?
Hey, you
They
know what?
share them.
That's all right. Oh, they do?
Yes.
So that'd
Lord.
be double trouble, Eddie.
Triple.
I've never had that before.
Oh,
Just bring them
maybe
anyway.
Jodi Arias wore the same ones as her. I'll check.
Well, you know what, Eddie? Like, I can't do that because that's Eddie's girl. I don't. See, I'm not that way.
It's everybody's girl.
Alberto, guilty or innocent?
I'll wait for the podcast to make my mind.
Okay.
Yes, I know that.
Okay.
Right. Yay.
Eddie, guilty or innocent? Both of them. Both of them guilty or innocent? Or one or the other?
It sounds like maybe the lady's guilty. I don't know. And
He
then
wants her to be innocent.
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. It's just strange. We have to listen to it to get all the facts.
I hope that the lady's so dingy, she's just dingy and she's innocent. But she could be that dingy blonde where she's I don't know. But man, this is a horrendous thing that happened, and
Mhm.
even if you're a dingy blonde, you gotta know something.
Mhm.
So, Killer Lashes comes out. Is it gonna be out that day where people can go to?
Yep.
What's it gonna be on?
So everything: Age of Radio, Spotify, Amazon. Where else can you stream your podcast? Apple.
Mhm.
Everywhere. Pandora,
Okay.
iHeart,
What
iTunes.
time? What time is this coming out?
God, I don't know yet. It
You
probably
know, I like time. I like
I know.
panties and I like time. I need to know these
it'll
things.
be panty o'clock.
All right, that's all I need to know.
You should get a shirt made.
Panty 5 past.
Panty o'clock.
Yeah, quarter after panty. Yeah.
But if it's
That's
a
what I
podcast, you
like.
can
I
listen
like
to it
red
anyway,
already.
anytime,
I
right?
like this. What's that, Eddie?
If it's a podcast, you can listen to it anytime, right?
Yeah,
but
but he wants
I
to know,
want to
like,
know
when-
when it first
Listen.
gets posted.
When it first gets posted that day, it'll probably be in the morning, but when
Yes.
it first gets posted, I will send you. You'll be the first person I send the link to.
All right.
Okay, I
And then-
promise I will.
And then Eddie, I'll
Alright.
send it to you, and then
Okay.
I'll send it to Alberto.
We'll disperse it.
There you
Yes,
go.
I'll share.
We'll
Okay.
come in
Well,
everywhere.
So Killer Lashes this Thursday. It's going to be on all podcast
All.
platforms. Let's just say that. And I got another question for Red. I don't want her getting out of here too easy here. Let me pull her up here. So Red, so you think this podcast is going to be pretty cool? I think you got a good voice. I like it.
Thank you.
I think you should stick with it. Stick with Tatiana. And
yes.
I like that. This is very interesting. I mean,
Yay.
everybody likes panties, boobs, and butts, and
Mhm.
That's why we want to do it. But you
and all
know,
that.
this
But
is my
this
first.
is interesting. I like
This
it.
is my first scripted. Talk
Yes.
your wishes, whatever the hell comes to my mind. But-
Definitely scripted.
So
Yes.
thank
Yes.
God, because
Yes.
I'm a scripter.
Yes.
I
I'm
like
the
it.
writer.
Oh, good. Okay, see, that's good. That's perfect.
Yeah.
You guys can puzzle piece together, and that's a good thing. I like
I'm just
Eddie,
I'm just the hardware. No,
You're the hardware.
just
Yeah,
the
I
hard
think-
guy.
I think I like it. You both are good-looking women. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this. This thing is very interesting. Like I was saying before you came on, I like these 48 hours things and Datelines and stuff like that. And to actually get to talk to somebody who's going to do a podcast about it and be in debt, and like go into like you guys are really like I'm watching it on TV,
Yeah.
but I'm really
Yeah.
talking to you, and that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And you can text me anytime and ask me, and I'll let you know. And
Oh, I'm gonna.
yeah,
Oh,
I know.
Yeah. Don't you worry.
Every morning, hi. I'm like, hello.
Did they find the panties yet?
I will. I've got them in mind too. I'm gonna have to make some with
Yes.
the killer lashes on there.
We're gonna have to make some shirts.
Yeah,
Period.
shirts and
Yeah,
panties.
oh yeah, absolutely.
And
Maybe
then
our final will come with panties and t-shirts
There
on
you go.
to celebrate.
Oh God, this is see, Eddie. I'm already in love. I do gotta say something. I think. Hey, I'm not no creeper on social media like we were talking about earlier, Eddie. But I did send. I think I sent Red a message on Facebook. So you might want to check it out. It's either you or somebody else that looked like you. So somebody I'm gonna get a message from some other woman.
Is it Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
see.
I mean, it's
Is
the
it under the
same
M25
name.
or under Steve?
It's under my our this page, the
Oh,
live stream
M25.
page.
Was it
Uh-oh.
Red Fox? Was it?
Red Fox? No, Eddie. No, I sent.
Nope.
I think it's her because I know it might be in the hidden. You know, the hidden messages.
Oh, the hidden. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
how
probably
you
in
do-
the
Yeah, I don't
FU.
know.
Probably in the FU section.
But look in the set. You know, when you get a
Yeah.
message from somebody you're not friends with, it's from the Steve Eddie. It's from our page. So hey guys, I sent her a message
Nope.
from all of us.
Nope. Not here. Not in the fuck you section. Nope.
Oh boy. Well, maybe I sent another woman some. I'm
right.
gonna send you a picture of who I sent it to, and you
Okay.
let me
Oh
know.
God, was there a photo?
Yeah,
And then-
it kind of looked
No,
like
did
her.
you put a photo in there? Maybe the next girl is
Let me
gonna.
pull up so you can
No,
see
no,
my
no.
photo.
I put my smile maybe, but that's about it.
This would be my photo, so I'll pull it up
Yeah.
just so you're aware.
Yeah, and it says
know what?
killer lashes.
Yeah, it says killer lashes on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That-
I know, but I'm going to show you who I sent. You know,
Okay.
I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to show you who I sent a message to.
Okay.
Let me see. There's Richard. They always Richard's always sending us messages when we do a show. He's mad at me because I didn't send him equipment to be part of our show. He wanted me to
What?
send him headphones and microphones. and-
Who?
Oh, there's a guy that comes on a show. He hunts for Bigfoot.
Oh.
And
Oh, wait a minute. If he has all this hunting for Bigfoot, doesn't he have headphones and stuff? Like,
well,
don't you
apparently
need to
not.
hear? Don't you? Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go. Let me see if
Just
this is this anybody you guys know?
Nope. Yeah,
That's
her.
that's me. That's my other page.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh, I'm
my
sorry.
government name. No.
Hold on.
It's okay. It's my government name. It's okay.
You ladies
I
with
gotta hide the
flash.
name.
Yeah.
No, you're good. I'll accept it.
Oh
Give me
God. Well, you don't have to. I was just.
No,
No,
you're-
no.
I wanted to. Before we were having you on,
Yeah.
I was gonna say hi and hey, we're going to run promos, but I went to Tatiana. Hey, I'm gonna run it like this. Is this okay? Or what do
Are
I
you
do?
laughing at my boobs? You laughing at me?
That's actually
who's
my
laughing
work
at?
page.
Oh, you're laughing.
That's where
Eddie,
I
you laughing
broadcast
at
like on my
boobs?
work.
No, it's my
No,
mom.
I'm not.
Loves
Oh.
laughing at my boobs.
All right, girls. We want to thank you for coming on and welcome anytime. And send the link when that
I will
podcast
do
is
that.
ready.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
gonna
and
listen
I'm
to
going to
it.
send the link now to some of her pages so you can look at it.
Yes.
Okay, here, let me blow you up. So, you guys, if you guys have any shout outs before you go to anybody, to yourselves, to us, anybody.
Yeah. Shout out to Darlie Routier. I hope that
Mhm.
you decide to.
Yes. Come on now, girl.
Yeah, let's go. And then obviously, shout out to Tokyo Ish. That's Tokyo ISHH because again, affiliated all together and Killer Lashes.
Yes.
It's coming,
Yes.
All right.
and I know
Right.
it's gonna be good because we already have a lot of haters. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
There's
Oh,
always
that's okay.
haters.
Oh,
Well,
So
you
it's
got
the Darlie Routier case.
yes.
you may have a lot of haters, but you got one lover right here.
Uh,
How's that?
well, I should have three because I always tell
Yeah.
Red, I'm like, I think other co-hosts don't like me.
Oh,
No,
they
we
do.
love
Look
you.
at Alberto, Eddie.
We love you.
Thank you. Well, not everybody comes on every time. It's just like me and Steve.
Oh,
Unless
Alyssa-
it plans it that way, it
Alyssa's-
doesn't tell you.
It's actually Alyssa's. What was her birthday? Was yesterday, and she was going to be
Oh,
on today, but she went somewhere.
And I
for
want to
her
let her
birthday.
know, still got the lip gloss. I'm gonna need some professional photos of her because I can't put any of the other ones on there. They don't print right.
Well,
So I'm gonna need
are
you
you
to get
asking
your
me?
camera. Yeah, I need you to get your camera and get some professional, sexy pictures for her birthday.
All right. I'm gonna get a hold of her right.
What do they call them?
quick.
Bordeaux. I need some Bordeaux photos.
Bordeaux.
Take me a session for my
Oh,
birthday.
that's
See?
like
All right. Yes, that's what I'm about. Yeah.
that's
absolutely.
like Dulcita.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're about to Bordeaux it.
Bordeaux. Eddie, that's good stuff right there.
That's good stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, I love Bordeaux.
Me too.
Let me tell you.
Great.
You see, if you both were my dates, I'd call you my little Bordeaux's.
Oh,
See?
or Bordello, which is a whorehouse in Italy. No,
Oh, I didn't know that.
thanks. Thanks a lot.
Whorehouse. No, Bordello, I think of something really sweet.
It's not. It's
a-
really rapey.
No, I'm talking about the Bordeaux, the Bordeaux
Oh,
chocolate.
yeah.
But
Bordeaux
Ella
chocolate.
at the end is
Oh yes, I like to get in that middle right there. All right,
You
guys,
like walk the line.
we gotta get out of here. Killer Lashes, everybody, check that out. Next Thursday comes out on all podcast platforms, and check it out. You got if you watch the show today, or you're gonna listen on the podcast, you got a little taste of it. And Tatiana and Red, thank you so much for coming on. Eddie, anything to say to the ladies before we get out of here?
Yes, I hope you get that interview. That'd be
Yes.
great.
Yes.
I will let you guys know, like privately, what goes on behind the scenes, so you guys can know and keep track. Maybe like a Killer Lashes track.
Exactly. Alberto,
Okay.
any messages for the lady in the prison in case they get together with her?
The lady in prison. Yeah, good luck with Eddie.
What is her
That's,
first name?
Darling.
Oh,
And I
Dar-
think if you marry her, you can get no conjugal visits.
Is
I
that
don't
like on Little Rascals?
Yeah.
Darlie? Yeah.
Darla.
Well, that's
Oh,
Darla.
Darlie. Oh, Darla. Okay.
Yeah.
Any messages for Darlie? I thought Darla was the dog behind my house. Remember Darla? Remember the dog?
Does it bark when someone comes in to murder you?
No, she barked all right.
She barked all right, but that dog would do the murdering.
Off
Anyway,
the front door.
Red and Tatiana, thank you so much for coming on. You both sound great. I like the new equipment. You both look beautiful and sound great. And thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later.
Oh boy, too much, Eddie. That's heavy duty. What do you think?
It's a crazy case. It's
Yes, it is. I don't know. I can't wait to hear the podcast.
Yeah.
Let me
still
take some. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot of these ladies so I can have it on my phone. You know how I like pictures, Eddie.
Yeah, I like it.
Hold on. You know I'm gonna take a picture anyway because I'm gonna post.
Do it. Take a picture.
Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, it just says Killer Lashes, so I'm good.
Yeah,
I
hold
don't
on,
want to be
take-
putting no names up and getting in trouble.
It's okay. It doesn't matter anymore now.
I don't.
It's too late.
Hey,
Oh, say cheese.
let's see. Let's get everybody in there.
Oh, wait.
Little, all right, got
I'm
you.
kidding myself. Okay.
My little Bordeaux's. All right. I'll talk to you ladies later.
Ciao.
Eddie, I can't wait. Take care. Can't
Bye.
wait for this killer. So,
Yeah,
what do you
dude.
think this? It's not a murder mystery. It's a straight up murder show.
Yeah, it's well, it looks like
They never
Maybe
even told us. They never told us what
investigative?
it was. Alberto, what would you call that?
Well, it's a mystery because I mean,
Murder
there's
mystery?
there's
then?
mystery
murder
involved.
mystery.
A drama
that's-
mystery?
I mean,
It's a
the
murder
mystery.
mystery.
The mystery is in is what
There's
what
too
was
many too many
you know,
unknowns. I guess.
decided as the facts, the actual facts. You know, it's not like it's the person who was accused. Is that really the person?
She wasn't just accused. She was found. She was convicted.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. Not only was she accused, Alberto, she was convicted,
She was convicted.
and she sounded kind of dumb. God, all these stories. That just sounds. Once you start saying more than 3 or 4 stories, I can't believe they didn't look at the husband a little more, knowing with him running around finding socks out in the street, and
But-
I don't
'cause
know. That's kind of odd. Even if I was running outside to go, even just go find help, I don't think I would. It's dark
I mean-
outside. How do you even know it's a bloody sock? You just think it's a dirty sock.
Because there people. I mean, like when people get questioned, like all the time, they sometimes they do tend to change their stories.
I mean, it's you know, you gotta wonder if you're waking up and you're seeing your kid stabbed.
Go crazy.
You know, I mean, listen,
Yeah.
even I've had times that you know I'm told something and then 5 minutes later I'm asked to repeat it and I mess it up. You know, and that's just under the normal calm situations. I mean, I can't imagine if I woke up to a murder scene.
So how many times
Being able
do
to
you
keep
think?
my
Well,
I
okay,
mean-
let's say you change your story like 4 times, and then when do you get it right? Do you ever get it right? Do you think, or do you never really
I mean, you
get it right?
assume like after a while, after stuff settles down, you can start getting a consistent story. But I mean, you know, police, prosecutors, they're gonna let you believe, you know, if you're constantly changing or you're hiding something. But sometimes
They think you're lying.
in the moment,
Because even the
you
guy,
know-
you would think, with his story, they said that he didn't get charged or nothing. You think with like, oh, I ran out and I found a sock down the road, and just
Yeah.
for that, you would think, oh, well, wait a minute, how do you find a sock with the kid's blood on it down the street from your house?
Yeah. Like because I just saw a show where
Coincidence.
It was a girl who got raped, and her story changed like 4 times. But
They still found the guy
Turn-
guilty.
yeah, it turned out the guy was a serial rapist, and the people that were investigating, the police officers kept, well, you've changed your stories 3 or 4 times. Maybe it didn't happen,
Yeah,
or maybe you just thought it happened. And
I think
so
I heard
she
about
was,
that.
yeah. So she ended up, yeah, she's saying, well, maybe it didn't happen, but then turns out he turned out to be a serial rapist. And they caught him. So
Well, how did they find out it was him?
because he had
DNA?
raped other women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it kind of the same MO,
Mm.
in the same way, exact same. So,
I
but
don't
again,
know.
like her story, like 3 or 4 times it changed. It was different, and they kept telling her, well, that time you said this, and now you're saying this, and so I mean, I guess people can change their stories. It's not always the same.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, maybe they're
I mean,
innocent. Maybe
in many
somebody
ways, I
came
mean,
in.
if they have their story set right from the beginning, I mean, that even might be more suspicious
Mm-hmm.
that it was really planned out.
That's
Well,
crazy, though. I get it that there was no DNA found of other people. I guess. Well, I mean, at least on the sock or any on the wet.
I don't know.
It just doesn't make. I don't know. I gotta hear
We'll
more
have
of it. I
to. I
gotta hear
mean,
more.
we'll have to listen to the podcast and
We may have to do a
hear
travel.
everything they know.
We may have to go on a travel. We may
Well,
have to go-
I know why you're heading down there. I know what you're looking for.
We're gonna
but-
crack this case wide open, like that
that,
ass.
those panties have all the evidence. That's it.
They got all the DNA I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I
sorry
mean-
to Tatiana and Red, but we're gonna get internet famous for cracking this case.
We're gonna beat them to the punch, Eddie.
I guess you would have to
We're gonna be on the courthouse steps.
start listen to the case from the beginning.
Yeah, I was just it was just on TV a while back. I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'll send you the link. I was just watching something like that, and you know what? I don't remember all this. I don't remember none of this except the silly string thing. I remember they were showing her. It was the kid's birthday, and she was throwing a party out there with the silly string, and she said, "Oh, my son really
she's spraying it on the grave, you know.
No, she said her son really liked silly string.
Yeah, I mean,
and she was celebrating. I mean, his birthday.
I know it's only a week ago they got murdered, but I mean, still, I mean, you're gonna do that, and like it's, and they said, they only showed 3 minutes of an hour. Maybe she sprayed the silly string and stopped and started crying because she was
maybe
she had this moment of happiness, and then oh my God, he's really gone.
Hey, I'm with you.
It's stuff like that. It's always you always hear. Going back to the Rodney King meeting, you see on TV on the news the whole time like this little. I mean, the video is like, I forget how long, but you just see like this little clip, and you see it over and over again. You just begin to think, oh, that's what it's all about. But there's a whole bunch of stuff you never saw.
I'm with you, Alberto.
So,
I'm just saying I remembered that part, and I'm
Yeah.
not saying it was wrong. Like
And
I said, people celebrate.
remember-
People do things differently than others. Grieve differently.
I know
Maybe,
there was
yeah,
another.
You
There
saw
was
this
another. I don't know if it was this one. I remember there was another one. The guy from America's Most Wanted got all upset. I think he was on an interview show that a kid was either missing or dead, and then the parents came out of the house smiling. I guess one of the police officers made a joke, and so they got him smiling coming out of the house, and people were saying, "Oh my God, look at them! Look, they're guilty. Look at them. They're not worried. They don't feel remorse." But it's the thing about video. It's it just you can capture 1 minute of time and make anybody out to seem like anything. It's just like when you see these videos of people freaking out in a store or something or yelling at people. This TikTok video, this 30-second TikTok video now tells you everything about this person, and you don't know what happened.
Yeah, but I
a
think
minute
with
before
this case,
you
maybe,
know about his life, but yeah.
But the case, okay, I get it. Like maybe that's how they were grieving. Their kid really liked this, and they were okay. Let's say that's all good, and they're doing that. But I think what made it the TV show they put together, this Dateline or whatever, the whole story they told, and then to have that happen, it's like, okay, well, this person, their story's all over the place, so okay, we'll give her the benefit of the doubt, but everybody's changing stories, and then of course they show the clip. It doesn't, not a good look. But
Yeah.
you're right. I mean, if they just showed that part, forget the whole story. They didn't tell the story. They just said, hey, this woman is accused of murdering her kids, and she was, before she got convicted and went to jail, on his birthday at the gravesite, she had a little get together of things that the kid liked. Yeah. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, well, she's celebrating the birthday. This is what the boys liked. You get it. But when you hear more stories, that you kind of like, oh,
change the story.
Yeah.
But
you're right. She could have been traumatized and just, hey, I think, she almost had her neck sliced. So, who knows how you would act, I guess I never had that. So I guess you could be like, I don't know. We will never know unless we get our throat sliced. And then we could, I don't know.
Eddie and I have thought about it many times.
No, thanks. I don't.
What? I have not.
Or Julius Caesar on you.
Have you ever been in any kind of accident that's been pretty hardcore, where you got shaken up and knocked out and then woken up, or like, like in an car accident, or hit with the bat or something?
No.
Thankfully, no.
Okay, well, I guess we can't talk then.
Right.
We could always say, she's stupid and he's dumb, but if she's innocent, that sucks that she's in jail. I always think that when people go to jail, I always think, man, I wonder if they're really innocent and they're in jail. What a bummer. That sucks.
Yeah.
Or the other way around. Some people get off, and they're guilty, but they get off, and I don't know. I know it's almost time to go, but I wanted to ask one more thing before we leave. All right, guys? What do you think about women who have sex with their husband or boyfriend because he'll be in a good mood? It'll put him in a good mood, and he'll do whatever she wants afterwards.
She can get something out of it.
Yeah, I think she's smart.
Yeah, you don't think that is that's low blow, or it is a low blow, but you know what I mean? Is it do you think that's right to get some sex and then well now I'll go paint the house or whatever you need me to do around the house just because you got some booty?
It's smart. If it works, it's smart.
Because
so Steve, what did your wife make you do?
A story I heard of a woman that had sex with her husband because she knew it would put him in a good mood, because then he would do whatever she asked him.
She could get the kitchen done.
She can do things around the house, remodel.
Like I said, if it works, it's smart.
Yeah, you don't think nothing like a woman shouldn't do that because she should just give it to you because she wants to and in love.
So Eddie, here's all we know. In the springtime, Steve was getting a lot of sex, and now that the house is done, he's getting nothing.
Oh, here we go.
He's back to sleeping by himself.
Heavy duty. All right, never mind. Let's scratch this story.
Yep. I got Steve.
Scratch this story. All right.
It's going to live on forever in the podcast. Don't be trying to edit the YouTube video.
Hey, next week we're going to talk about butt cheek hickeys. All right. So another story.
Did you get them or did you give them there, Steve?
It's not about me. Why is everything about me when I tell a topic?
Hey, just like the social media story. Everything's about Steve.
Nah, the social media story wasn't about me.
Somebody went and looked at Steve's account.
No.
He got caught.
Nothing's about me.
Caught.
You're right, Alberto. Steve got a new car. He got the house remodeled.
No, Maggie got everything.
Hey, you'll be talking about my personal life on here. People are probably watching to see what the hell I do in my life, Eddie. What's the matter with you over there?
Nobody
with
gives
the
a
new
shit.
microphone. Hey, what's up with Richard?
What about Richard?
Hey, Richard, if you're listening, I'm very disappointed in you. You know what? Eddie, you need to hear this, both of you guys. Okay, I wanted Richard to be...
Let's have some good news to get out of here.
Okay, that's not good news.
Oh,
it's very bad. I wanted him to be some way part of the show because I think he's a funny guy, right? Mm-hmm. Pop in every now and then. I was going to try to hook him up with some kind of equipment to, at least to get on and be part of the show. And I go, you want to be part of the show somehow? You can come on. If you can't come on every week or whatever. So I don't know. I wake up smashed a lot from drinking, and I'm like, oh man,
That's the best kind of person to have on the show.
Well, I know, but he's got to at least get up and get on the show. If he gets
Well,
smashed and can't wake up,
he can't operate his equipment.
Yeah, he'll think he's tuned on and the thing's not even on. He'll do a whole show by himself. So anyway,
he'll be on the Talk Your Ish podcast, not even knowing.
So I go, okay, all right, dude. Okay, that's cool. So I wait a little longer and I ask him again. I go, hey, look, I got this laptop. Alberto, I was thinking of giving it to him. Remember my old laptop I used to use?
Yeah, don't.
Well, it was the one I used before the Apple. Before this Apple.
He'll sell it for booze.
Well, I was thinking, you know what? Hey, Richard, you know what? I got this laptop. I'm thinking about maybe I'll give it to you if you come on the show and do the show. First thing he said, does it have a virus?
Oh my god!
I go, you know what, man? This stuff.
No, tell him to fuck off.
I go, you know what?
I know he's your friend, but tell him to fuck off. Go, butt fuck Bigfoot.
Eddie, I wouldn't give anybody something
that has a virus.
Or I would tell him, I go, hey, look, man, I got a laptop. It's broken. You're gonna have to go get it fixed. It'll probably be cheaper than getting a new one. But I wouldn't give him. I told him I wanted him to come on the show. Why would I give him a laptop with a virus on it?
Right.
The laptop worked fine. It was perfect. I even threw it away. I think I threw it away through the remodel. I was gonna look for it recently because he was saying, "Hey, I need some headphones because I'm trying to hook up my iPad and some kind of." And I go, you know what? Let me see if I still have that. I don't know if I told him or I was thinking in my head if I still had the laptop available. I was looking around and I probably threw it out. But just the things, yeah. If he just would have said, "Oh, that's nice, Steve, cool, yeah, let's do it," he would have had a laptop. I would have sent him a pair of headphones, a mic,
pair of headphones,
and then he can pop on when he wants and tell us these stupid stories about Bigfoot. Ah, damn, Eddie, that guy, man.
They're stupid to you, but they're real for him.
What's? Oh, the Bigfoot?
Stories.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I apologize, Richard. I know people when they believe in something, they believe.
They believe.
Okay, I think Bigfoot is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of far-fetched, interesting, yes. But this guy believes there is a Bigfoot that has never been caught. There's many of them, but they've never been caught. With the military we have and all this shit we got, nobody's ever been able to at least corner one.
Watch him run into a cave or something.
Yeah, at least like fucking slap him on the ass or something. Do something. Get some kind of a selfie with them or something. So anyway, that's my story with Richard. So every time I start a show, he texts me. He knows darn well. And then he give me this bullshit too. He'll text me on Wednesday. No show today? He knows darn well we do it on Thursday.
Yeah, just you know what? Just let him know we got rid of the show. Eddie and Alberto are tired of it, and that's it.
He'll be doing that's what did I call it when you check on people? Snooping?
Spying.
Oh, spying. Social media spying.
Mm-hmm.
He's all, hey, I thought you got rid of your show. I watched it yesterday.
Block him on Facebook, and he'll make a new account. He'll make an account for Bigfoot. We'll have Bigfoot on this. As one of our followers. Yeah.
Sachi. All right.
Sachi
Bigfoot. Oh, boy. All right. Well, it's been an interesting show. I'd like to thank our guests, Red and Tatiana from Talk Your Ish. Their new podcast is called Killer Lashes, and it comes out next Thursday. So whatever podcast platform you listen to on Thursday, type in Killer Lashes and check out their first episode.
I hope it's not at the same time that our show's on.
It's a podcast. It just
I know.
It's anytime, Eddie.
But it's going to go live, isn't it?
No.
It'll go live like instantly. It's not going to take it's not going to be in real time.
It's already done. Probably they just got to post it.
Just got to post it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like our podcast that Alberto's is recording right now. The podcasters can't hear this show right now, but after the show they will. Do you understand, Eddie? It's only been 9 years.
We'll be looking out for it.
You be looking out for our show or for their show?
No, for her show.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Eddie doesn't listen to ours.
Oh, Eddie.
No, it's just
Eddie's going to tell his whole family about Killer Lashes. Hey, I heard about this. I don't know where.
He's gonna have a shirt that Killer Lashes and everything.
I don't have to listen to our show. I already know what's in it. I'm part of it.
Yeah, I get you, Eddie. I get you.
There's the winning attitude right there. That'd be like Garoppolo saying, "I don't have to look at a game film. I played the game." Maybe you'll see your mistake. So is Richard calling?
I don't know. I'm gonna let it ring.
Good.
I'm just gonna let it ring. And
whoever's
calling me, thank you for ruining our podcast and live
well,
stream.
you can press that red thing and make it stop.
I don't have the red thing on mine.
There's no decline?
Nope. It says either answer
or decline.
Just answer. There was no decline.
Hit the side button and shut it off.
What kind of cheap ass phone are you buying?
Oh, here we go. Why do you always have to put me down about the things that I own?
He's got the iPhone.
Call me right now.
Talking about?
Call me right now.
Alberto's got the top of the line stuff, and you know what? I keep working hard to try to be like him someday.
This phone's almost 3 years old. Okay, it ain't top of the line.
Oh, so mine's like 2 or 3 years old too.
Alberto has the iPhone 18.
So I guess they stopped letting you decline calls.
Well, it didn't have a decline. It said slide to answer. That's all, Eddie. You know when you call when your phone's locked and it says slide to answer the phone.
Yeah,
that's what it had on there. It didn't say no red button to say, "Hey, I don't want to talk to you."
You just hit the button on the side and it'll go silent.
Now it's the button on the side. Okay.
I don't know.
It's the button on the side. Alberto, you have no room to talk. You got a whole different phone. You got an Android. It's a different thing.
I got a real phone. Sorry.
Okay, whatever, real or whatever, but it's not the same as mine.
Blame the Uyghurs in China who didn't make your phone right.
Here we go with the radical stuff. Stop it. Everything that Alberto just said does not reflect on the M25 show. Classy show we listen to. Very classy.
Panty Hunter show.
The Panty Hunter show. We're going to do a side podcast called The Panty Hunter. It's going to be our murder mystery. Find the lost. It'll be like, what's that guy, Geraldo? Remember that vault he was trying to open that one time?
Yeah, Capone's vault.
Yeah, there we go.
Al Capone.
Oh, shit. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next Thursday.
All right.
Hopefully everybody, I think Alyssa's back too. So we're actually going to celebrate her birthday next week because she celebrates her birthday all month long.
All month long.
Yeah, we didn't hear about her birthday month this year.
Well, if you follow her on social media, she's posting every day. She says,
I don't
birthday
snoop on
number
her.
1. Huh? I'm not stupid either. It just pops up on my feed.
Okay.
God damn.
You know all about it.
Oh, she does it every year.
Yeah, no, yeah, she's celebrating her birthday instead of being on the M25 show like she's supposed to. There we go.
There we go.
There
I'm
we
the
go.
snooper now.
She's not reporting to work.
Okay, folks, now you heard it. I'm the snooper. I like to snoop on females and see what they're doing, and
Get spy on her, Steve. What's she really doing?
I don't know. She's really not wanting to be on the show, Eddie. Is that what you want to hear?
No, I just hope she's having a good time.
She went somewhere on a trip or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. I think she was going to go on a cruise, wasn't she?
I don't know. She just said something. I forgot I was going out of town for my birthday. Because I go, "Are you doing the show this week?" And she said, "I'm so sorry. I forgot that I'm going to do something going out for my birthday out of town." So I didn't.
Out of town.
She might have said, I just forgot what town. I don't know. Anyway, she's not here. So next week she'll be here and we'll celebrate her birthday somehow. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, let's get out of here because we're trying to make up minutes from the lost minutes that we got.
The whole month we missed.
And you know what? I'm going to keep doing this.
Eddie's dying, man. There goes the heart monitor.
Was that you? I thought that was my fridge.
I'm hungry.
I have an alarm on that thing. When you leave it open,
your fridge knows Eddie's hungry.
Mine does the same thing. Yeah, I'm hungry. Dude. Starving.
Well, then eat. Eddie likes to blame the show for him not getting his nutrients. Oh, it's beeping. He's just doing it himself. All right, guys. We'll see you guys.
Eddie started eating.
Let me get out of our. Oh my God! Why don't I have this thing? Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Oh, go to our website. Tell everybody to go to our website, Alberto.
The M25show.com. Hit the sponsors link.
Yes, M25show.com. All info is right there. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
some good, some bad. Can you remember their names? Light up a smoke on Pomona Street with the long hair rockers. Oh, the memories. Classic cars, big tits and bars, drinking all night like rock and roll stars. When I play that song, don't it take